Okay, so fitness, business, and mental. Let's start right away with fitness. Pretty simple. You don't need to be a business mastermind or a Shaolin monk to start doing push-ups in your room. For most of us, that's how it started. One night, we just decided it's time to get jacked, so we started doing push-ups in our room. For me, that's how it started, and for a lot of people, that's how it started as well. But I think one thing was missing that didn't really tag along with the rest of the fitness journey. So you might be really nice, motivated, and amped up to do those push-ups in your room, but when you're like curling mundane weights because you can't really find a gym and this weight's a little too light, but you kind of have to curl it because you have nothing else to do, there is something missing. That something is the fire in your soul. Every day that you go into the gym, or every day that it's time to train, like in your garage, like on your pull-up bar next to your door, right? Every day that clock hits that time, the fire has to be lit. Raging flames, like you just doused gasoline on a campfire, right? It has to be bursting, like you are ready to do what? Change your life. Hold on. I know that sounds crazy. What, change your life? What, with a few cents of bench press? Pfft. Yeah, I mean it. The reason I say that is because what you do every day, not just in fitness, business, or whatever the hell, the dishes you wash, the time you get up out of bed, if you brush your teeth or not, that all matters greatly, actually, because the law of accumulation says that everything and anything you do is attributed to the level of success you will have. So if every day you're walking through those gym doors, assuming you do go to a gym, and every day you give it 110% as a bare minimum, you give it your all, you walk out of there spent, you can barely walk out of there. That right there is determined to give you success. There's nothing short of success in failure. Hit most of your sets to failure, right? We heard that before. Well, once you hit failure, that's what we call success in a set. Even though you failed to finish that last rep, it was success that you achieved because you'll achieve the most muscle growth. Now, just before you go on ahead and like, yeah, this kid's spewing bullshit. No, I'm not. All right? This is just my arms. I work arms like once a week. But besides me just flexing on camera, right? I'll have you know, I haven't trained for even 2 years. And I've achieved results that people will get in 4 years. Now, people may say that I attribute it to my genetics. Sure. My father is a fat man who can't exercise because of brain conditions, and my mother doesn't even know how to exercise. Don't attribute it to my genetics, bro, please. Is his diet right? Not really. I just eat. So through genuine work and effort, I got a great physique, which if you check out my shorts page, you've seen. That's nothing short but complimentable at the age of 15. Kind of cook with that one. But just to let you guys know, that's the only thing it requires. Effort. If you want to build a great physique, you don't necessarily, it would be great, but you don't necessarily have to have the best diet or the best genetics ever. Of course, they would help, right? Oh, my calf genetics aren't that good. I don't really want to hit calves. They aren't that strong. Right, but if you give it 110%, they're still going to grow. And if you do it regularly, they're going to grow a lot. My diet's all messed up. My family just keeps feeding me McDonald's every day. At least they're feeding you, man. And hey, if you gain a lot of weight and you want to lose it, you don't really have to pay for anything. Just eat less, right? It's not as hard as it sounds, but you have to kind of make it hard. 110% minimum, right? So hypothetically, let's say you're walking into the gym door. It's time to lift. You're hitting chest. Bench press is one of those things where you kind of have to give it 110 because you're under a bar that supposedly, if you're strong, has a lot of weight. If you suddenly let go or lower it down, there's a chance that you might die to a little piece of metal in some strange building that you're paying to go to, right? Doesn't that bother you? That as a man, especially a man who wants to improve because you're on this channel, you die to a little piece of metal. You can load this up as motivation for your workout, right? But just in general, consider this. Dying to a piece of metal is crazy. which is why you have to give it 110 to make sure it doesn't crush you. Okay, that's bench press. Let's say you don't like doing that. Let's say you're doing something different, chest flies or machine chest press. You can't really die doing machine chest press. It's a machine. It's there to save you. There's not even anything to crush you. And I would have to say that you're more likely to get injured on a bench press, like a muscle tear is what I mean, than a machine, assuming you can handle it remotely well. So that time when you're about to hit failure and you think you hit it and you end off the set and you're like, I had one more. That's what we call failure. But not in terms of the set. You failed to do the right job when you walked through the door. So don't let yourself be the failure. Don't let yourself be the part of you that comes in there every day and fails. Not just on the set, on doing what you need to get done, right? You won't become the guy who you want to be in the shape you want to be at through failing or quitting at mild discomfort. Who trains to mild discomfort, bro? No, but seriously, don't let yourself be that possibility. It's very possible. It's very possible. I think what matters is the last rep that you crunch out on that set to decide if you're going to be the strong guy or the not so strong guy. Sure, you might still look good, but you're not looking the best that you could have been. And I want you to strive after that. I want you to give it 110, like I said like 4 times already, to be the best guy you can. The best in everything. But for a man, if you got 2 nuts in between your legs, you have to say to yourself, I gotta get it. Through what? 110% effort. Again, subscribe, stay tuned, and thank you for watching.